everyone! Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well. I hope your 2021 is off to a good start. I'm currently in a national lockdown, so suffice to say, my New Year is going as well as can be expected. But good news, I finished my exams, or I will have by the time that this goes up, which means I'm officially free to stay inside. God knows I can't go anywhere. This year, I did not set any New Year's goals. I didn't, because I thought, hey, I set goals for last year, and look what happened. So this year, I decided that I would work through things that I had previously kind of put off. You know, it's the kind of thing that you always say, oh, I want to do that in the future. But I was just like, nay, you have no idea what the future is gonna hold, as I found out in the last year. And so I decided to just stop putting those things off. So the first thing that I did was a lifelong dream of mine, and I booked to finally go skydiving. It did get cancelled because of, you know, National Lockdown 3.0, but I will rearrange to do it at some point this year when all is safe and well. Oh, well, as safe as jumping out of a plane can be. But that is obviously on the most extreme end of the scale. There are so many things that I've always wanted to do, but just not done and not got around to doing, and always thought, oh, I'll save it for a rainy day. Spoiler, I live in England. Every day's a rainy day. So we started looking through my list of things that I've wanted to do, and the thing at the top of the list was cosplay. Now, if you don't know what cosplay is, it's short for costume play, and it is a phenomenon. There is a whole community of cosplayers. There are even professional cosplayers. You kind of dress up like a character from an anime, a manga, a TV show, a book that you like. It can be any fictional character in the world across any medium, and just vibe, to be honest with you. Hello, editing Ellbat here. I just want to very quickly jump in and tell you a bit more about the history of cosplay and where it comes from, because I just realised I didn't really include it. So the first kind of examples we have of cosplay are fan costuming at sci-fi conventions. The first example of this is futurist costumes, which were created for the First World Science Fiction Convention, which was held in New York City in 1939. So almost 100 years ago. As time has moved on, costume play is no longer restricted to the bounds of sci-fi conventions, and it has grown into what we now know as cosplay. The word cosplay itself was coined in 1984, and it's a Japanese word, and I apologise for saying this incorrectly, cosplay. This new form of cosplay found rapid success in the 1990s throughout popular culture in Japan, as people began to dress like their favourite anime and manga stars. But it has since spread all across the world. You can find cosplaying conventions in most countries. There are whole forums online where people can swap tips and outfits and ideas, makeup looks. It's incredible. You even have the creators of various mangas and animes reposting these cosplay looks, and it's pretty cool. So I thought, you know, 2021 being the year of trying new things, I would finally do it. I would finally try to cosplay. There are some obstacles with this, mainly being that I'm a complete beginner. I have no clue what I'm doing. I cannot put wigs on well. I'm terrible at makeup, and I don't know where to start. But before we get into it, I just want to give a little bit of love, you know, a little bit of attention to the wonderful sponsors of today's video. Welcome back to the Integration Corner, kids. I am aware that this is not actually a corner, and you've never been here before. So that whole introduction was somewhat misleading. As many of you guys already know, I've worked with Skillshare for a long time because they're one of the few learning resources that I use on a regular basis, which is both fantastic, because it shows you how great the service is, and concerning, because I do go to university. If you don't already know, Skillshare is an incredible online learning community that offers thousands, not hundreds, nay, thousands of inspiring classes for curious and creative people. So if you're one of those two C's, you'll soon see that Skillshare is the place for you. I have been lost in the void the last couple of weeks, so I decided that this year would be the year that I learn how to
to paint. So I've been taking the Art Essentials Learn Watercolor Painting Basics class by Katie Rogers. The class mainly focuses around painting fashion in watercolor, which is really, really interesting to me because I've always loved that style of art that designers have. Just could never replicate it. I've not yet finished the class, but I have to say my ability to paint in watercolor has massively improved. I'm not going to say good, but I will say better. I'll tell you what, if we get this video to 20,000 thumbs up, the big 2-0, I will do a watercolor shoe reveal. I know, it's terribly exciting, and it's everything you've ever wanted. So whether you're looking to fend off boredom or focus on self-care through creativity, Skillshare is the place to keep you learning. And also, I do this gag every single time Skillshare sponsor a video. Because Skillshare is specifically curated for learning, it means there are no ads on the site, which means you don't get really annoying interruptions like that. Is it getting old yet? Is it getting old? I don't think so. The first 1,000 people to click the link in the description below will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership, and after that it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. So click on the link in the description below and join Skillshare. Click on it, learn a new skill, enhance your creativity, and as an added bonus, you're helping to support my channel, which is very, very kind of you. So thank you very much if you're clicking the link right now. I see you, and I salute you.
So the first thing that I did naturally is go to YouTube and type in cosplay for beginners. I found some really great videos that helped me get an understanding of kind of the fundamental basics, where I could buy costumes from, how I could make costumes look more realistic or, you know, fancier than they are. I will link some videos in the description below about some videos that really, really did help me get an idea of how to start down this journey. One of the most encouraging things was the fact that they said, when you're a beginner, just don't worry too much about it being perfect. You learn as you go with cosplay, so don't expect your first one to be incredible, like the ones that you see on the internet, because those are people who've been doing cosplay for a very, very long time. They often have custom built outfits, which are exceptionally expensive, I soon found out, and they're often makeup artists or very, very, very skilled. So that made me feel very reassured that, you know, no one was expecting this to be great. So the first part of any cosplay is choosing the character. And what most of the videos that I watched said is that it's really, really important to do your research, not just on the character and their costuming, but when people dress up, they often like to, you know, pose like them or act like them in certain ways. So it's really, really important to thoroughly research the character you want to cosplay so that you can make your look as effective as possible, essentially. I have loads of favourite characters from various animes and shows over the years, but I decided to go for a character that visually has a fairly simple look, so it's not too complex. Makeup-wise, the same, quite simple, but also has a personality that I find very entertaining. And that character is Amane Misa, or Misa Misa from Death Note. I'm a big fan of Death Note. I'm currently rewatching it with Jean, who's never seen it before, and I love it. I think it's an amazingly written anime. It's probably one of the most famous manga animes in pop culture, just partly because it's very accessible to a lot of people because of the various adaptations that have been done of it. Just don't watch the Netflix the Netflix movie. Just don't watch that one. Watch the original anime. You think Harry Potter had a bad book to film adaptation? Wait till you see that. Not only does Misa have a very gothic look that's very different to what I generally have, it's also quite simple in terms of the fact that it's not so hard to get outfits that look very similar to that, and her makeup is also quite simple. I used this image of Misa as a reference, and this would be the outfit that I would base my cosplay on. So I first started by looking up other people's cosplays for the character and just seeing how they kind of did it. There are some incredible cosplays out there, but the thing that really got me was the fact that I was gonna have to wear a wig. The character is actually blonde, but I have no idea how to make a wig look good. None. My wig knowledge is zero. I know nothing. So after researching online where was kind of like a good place to get beginners costumes from, I came across AliExpress. Now AliExpress is very, very cheap and very, very accessible. They offer a huge variety of costumes that you can then kind of like fix up and shape in your own ways. It also ships from China, so I did carbon offset this delivery just because the poor environment, dude. It took me ages to find an outfit that I think matched this. I spent long hard hours scouring that site. It's kind of like when you're a small child and you go into a supermarket and everything is like 40,000 times bigger than you as an adult would perceive it. It's like that, but online. I just, everywhere you looked, 10,000 products here, 10,000 products there. But after like an hour of searching, I found an outfit that I thought would be perfect. Something that I learned that was really important is that when you're not buying a custom-made cosplay, like most people don't, but when you're not doing that, you should only really order things that have good reviews. So when I checked the reviews for this outfit, someone else had actually used it for a Misa Misa cosplay. I was sold. So I ordered it. It took a little while to get here, but it wasn't too bad. I was expecting it to be a lot longer. But here it is. I've got my package. I haven't opened it yet. I just realized I flashed my address, so gonna have to cut that out. So I ordered a corset and a skirt. I'm a little bit worried about the sizing of this because I'm a tall woman. I'm 5'9". I ordered a medium, but now after looking at some of the reviews, I'm worried that this is gonna be too big. I also ordered some kind of like lacy floral gloves because she wears these also. And I have some chain kind of silver jewelry that's perfect. I got some floral stockings, but those are in there and I can't be bothered to get them right now. So sorry. So that is the outfit. I mean, it'll be fine, right? I also ordered a blonde wig. That is arriving today. It's not here yet, but hopefully it will arrive before the sun starts to go down. Because that, I just really hope. Right, now I've got the costume and everything is ready. I think it's time we did the makeup. Right, okay, I've taken my makeup off. I did not fully take off my mascara because the fact that it's kind of smudged underneath here will actually help with the eye look because it's very dark. Slight confession, I have actually already attempted this once. It didn't go quite how one would hope. This foundation is about 4 years old. Is that legal? This looks like it's too pale for me, which is interesting because I don't think I've ever been too pale for anything in my life. I'm just now realising that I probably should have done the eyeliner first because now if I mess up the eyeliner, I have to take the whole thing off. Looks like my transition into being a beauty guru is gonna be delayed. Oh my god, that does not look right. That is, oh god, they don't even look slightly the same. Right, I'll show you what it looks like if you promise not to laugh. Promise me you're not gonna laugh. So we're trying again today. After filming that, I did order a new foundation because it turns out you're not supposed to keep them for like 3 years. It's quite bad for your skin. So I ordered a new one online and just guessed the shade. I guess we'll see how this goes. Just a little note to kids. Don't use 3-year-old foundation. I'm confident that this time we can do this. That was weak. That was not good. The thing is, I'm one of those like really toxically competitive people, especially with myself. So I want to be the best at everything. So if I try something and I'm not good at it straight away, I just quit because I'm like, there's no point. I'm number one or I don't play. And unfortunately that has led us to this situation where I can't do any form of makeup. Okay, this is better than yesterday. It's still bad, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely better than yesterday. Oh, that's not even at all, is it? How do people do this? I think that's the best we're gonna get. That's not terrible. By the way, if you have any makeup tips for me in the comments, please do leave them. I'm in desperate need. This is a cry for help. I actually have managed to find a brand new pair of eyelashes in my cupboard. I think like a lot of people cut these so that they're only half lashes and they look better, but can't be bothered. Am I supposed to leave this glue on here to like set? Or do you just shove it on straight away? We should probably have read the instructions. Oh, you are supposed to trim them. Shit. Ah! Got glue on the carpet. Oh, got carpet on the glue. Ooh, that is a lot of eyelash. Oh, it wasn't a twist. The rest of the face is really straightforward, so I'm just gonna do that and not bore you with it. Okay, so I'm done with my makeup. This is what I've got. It's not incredible. It's okay. My wig hasn't arrived, but the sun is going down, so I'm gonna put on my cosplay and we will see. We'll see what happens. It is what it is. I'm gonna open these. I really hope it's not too big. Oh, that looks like an okay, like decent size. What is that? Is that an eye patch? Or a... It looks like a thong. So this is the corset that I got. It's kind of like frilly on the top with like black ribbons, but it's got like this floral pattern I thought would be really good. This is the kind of skirt I got to go with it. It's very short. A lot shorter than I thought it was gonna be. But actually, considering how cheap this was, the quality is actually really quite good. But yeah, that looks like a fine size too. I actually think I did the right thing by getting mediums. So, relief. Right, let's put this on. You've got to disappear, because it's not that kind of video. Are you guys ready? Ow! Oh, I tried to jump and it didn't work. This is the final look. It's by no means perfect, but please remember this is the first time I've ever done this. Overall, when compared to the original picture, obviously there's no wig, which is probably like the worst part of this, but for whatever reason, the wig didn't arrive. So the wig came just significantly later than I needed it. I will post a photo on my Instagram at some point, which is here, of the full cosplay and the wig, because I feel like it's a bit of a shame that, you know, the wig did not get its star feature role. I feel like, you know, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Still pretty bad, but it's not horrific. I did the hairstyle and I feel like that kind of saves it. The issue I'm having is with the socks. They kind of keep falling down and they're really annoying me. They're so annoying. But I kind of love it. Not just like as a cosplay, just like as an outfit. Catch me at the local Tesco's. There are probably a lot of more like nuanced details that I could have done a lot better, like the necklace and the book especially. This is just it's a daily planner that I have. But I feel like it was a solid first attempt at a cosplay. I also think that it's fairly close to the picture that I based the cosplay on. I feel like I did a pretty good job of replicating it to like a recognizable degree, which was kind of the aim, you know? I didn't expect it to be perfect, I just wanted it to be recognizable as Misa. You know, that was my goal, and I feel like I achieved that. It kind of gives me that childish kind of glee that you get when you were dressing up. I don't know if you guys ever dressed up as kids, but some of my favorite childhood memories are me kind of playing dress up and make-believe. A lot of the time it was like policemen or like unicorns or something, whereas these are like fictional characters. But this gives you like the same type of excitement, and this is just, it's fun. I feel like we all need a bit of that right now. I can see why so many people love doing this. It does give an element of like escapism. I do feel like I'm someone else. I'm vibing. I definitely want to do this again. I might try doing a male cosplay next time because I think that could be, you know, challenging and fun. Please let me know down below if there's things that I could do to improve this, because this would be a banging Halloween costume. Obviously we'll need new stockings because these are god awful. Other than that, I have to say I'm really happy with it. I thought this was going to be a disaster, and I'm pleasantly surprised. See, this is why trying new things is very important, because you never know, you know? You never know. And there we are. You know, it may not be a professional looking cosplay, it may just look a small amount terrible, But you know what? I tried something new and I had a lot of fun doing it. And I think that's the most important part. I finally did something that's been on my bucket list for a really long time, and for whatever reason, I just never did. I don't know if you've noticed it, but over the past kind of 6 months on my channel, I've tried to kind of make my channel a place where we just try new things together and we have fun first experiences and push our comfort zones, and that's kind of what I want to do more of moving forward. Videos like this make me so glad that I get to do this for a job. I am quite literally living my dreams, but with you guys, and that just makes it so much better. So I really hope that the videos that I've made recently and that I'm making in the future, as well as this one, have kind of motivated you to push yourself and to really just do it. Just try that thing that you've wanted to do, but you haven't done because you're worried people might judge you for it or because you're scared. Take the leap, my friend, because this has been so much fun. As always, if you like the video, give it a cheeky little thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. You know, it's a free world, you do you, boo. And I will see you lovely lot next week. So please subscribe if you're not already. And if, you know, you are subscribed, please don't unsubscribe. Please. I'm quite literally on the floor begging you. Kisses to your mother.